Well, I think Delegate King kind of got to it. The country has a problem with guns. I mean, we have a gun culture in our country, and from a school systems perspective, what we try to do, again, I'm just going to kind of break it down this way. The most important thing we try to do is, obviously, education is our mission, but the most important thing we try to do is develop positive relationships with kids and families. And to me, that is the single biggest deterrent for a event or a negative event from a student happening in a school, is how well do we know our students. You may not know this, but Virginia also has one of the best threat assessment processes in the entire country that has been around for over a decade. So we do a great deal on the school system's part to try to identify a potential threat. And also, going to what Delegate King said, there's no panacea. There's no single solution to this. It has to be a layered approach. So building positive relationships, certainly having, there's a lot of debate about having law enforcement in schools. And if we think about what happened in Uvalde, we know that is still getting a great deal of scrutiny. I will tell you, as someone that was a principal in several school divisions, I've always been in favor of having a first responder in schools, but that's just one strategy. And I think this whole movement to not have law enforcement, and Josh King might want to speak to this, but this movement of not having first responders in our schools, I don't agree with that. As an educator, I don't agree with that. I think one of the things that we want to do is ensure that there's a positive relationship between law enforcement and children, especially early on.